The first sale of the week came in the middle of the night. I received an offer on eBay for this Jeannie and Jack dress that I had gotten at the Goodwill. It is brand new with tags. The one thing I did have to disclose is there was this like small mark here, which I feel like could come out with washing it. However, since it was new with tags, I didn't want to like mess with it. It's super pretty. I assume this is going to be someone's little Easter dress, which is why I certainly accepted that offer right now. I had paid $5.50 for this. After fees, I only wound up with a $7.24 profit, but it had been listed for 25 days and I felt like Easter's in a week. Let's get this on some little girl for Easter Day. So good start to the week. This is not your size. This is for babies. So I made 2 sales yesterday. One is actually for me and the other is a sale I made for my mom. This first one came through on Poshmark, and this is a top that I picked up at a 99-cent sale, and I had a lot of trouble finding any information, but the shirt says like do no harm all over it. And the reason I mainly picked it up was because it said it was 95% organic cotton, and it's just a gray plain long sleeve shirt. It has that do no harm on the sleeve also. I couldn't really figure out what to list this for because it is just like a plain gray shirt, but that organic cotton I know people search for. So I listed it for $15. Someone liked it yesterday in my Posher VA. My battery just died. So my Posher VA sent out a 10% offer with discounted shipping and the buyer accepted that. So after fees, I wound up with a $6.74 profit on this t-shirt. And this one sold in 35 days. Next sale for my mom. It's like the first thing she ever gave me. A dress she bought from Anthropologie from Maeve's brand. Originally $148. This one was hard. It's a 1X. It's never been worn. She didn't like the way it fit. It is 100% cotton. It's like it's got long sleeves. It's fairly long length, really pretty. This one took 53 days to sell, which I'm not surprised about. One, I had it listed pretty high, and two, seasonality. I think now is the time stuff like this will be selling. I had it listed, started at 125 because I was trying to check other comps and a lot of comps were really high, and I started lowering it slowly. Yesterday I got a counter offer from someone on eBay for $55 that I accepted, and there were a lot of fees I felt like on eBay for this one. So she's gonna wind up making $38.15 on it. I'm not sure what she originally paid for it. She did say she got it on sale, but yeah, I mean, I would call this an okay sale for her. She probably is losing a little bit on that, but that's life sometimes. So I'm gonna get these packaged up. So no sales yesterday, which after a really good week of sales was kind of surprising. But this morning I woke up and I had an offer on this little corduroy overall dress from Mini Bowden. It is a size 3-4. So I had sourced this at Goodwill for $3.50, and I really didn't know. I know Mini Bowden like really sells well, so I had listed it for $29, and it had had a lot of like likes over the month or so, and I've been sending out offers, and yesterday my Posher VA sent out an offer, and I woke up to a counter offer for $18, which I accepted, giving me a $10.90 profit on this one, and this one sold in 27 days. I made a Mercari sale this evening, and I jumped for joy because I feel like sales have not been coming through. And this is one I sourced at a yard sale. It is 5.11 tactical. Not a brand I was familiar with going into this. Just like looking at it overall, it looked very high quality, and I immediately like looked it up on eBay and saw that it would be probably a pretty easy flip. I listed it for $25. I had the size large. I did try to like include all the different types of like things it has, and there was like a booklet with information, lots of photographs for this one. I paid $1.75 at the yard sale, and it was new with tags. I listed it for $25. Someone liked it. I sent a $22.50 offer, which was accepted. So I came out with a $17.78 profit on this pullout, and it sold in 14 days, which was a very exciting flip. I had 2 really good sales last night. Very exciting because it's been a little bit slower lately, especially after last week's good week, and it was a belt. I feel like I always have at least one belt a week. This is one that I did not buy. My sister-in-law had given this to me. So it is a leather belt. So on here it does say it's from Target 2015, but it doesn't look like she ever wore it. It is a women's size large. It's sort of like, it is a pretty belt, but again, it's like a Target brand, so I wasn't expecting much from it. I did list it for $12, but I expected to get under $10 for it. And last night someone sent me on Depop a offer for $7, which we love Depop and the no selling fees. So I actually wound up with a profit of $6 $1.13 on this belt, and it sold in 11 days. Love that. Then I had a sale that sold within hours of me listing it, which was very exciting, and it was full price sale. So this is a top that I got in the most recent 99-cent haul, and it is a white and kind of like golden cotton top from Ralph Lauren. It's a 2X, 3/4 sleeves, excellent condition, like no signs of wear. This sold on eBay, and on eBay, they had, sometimes I pick the eBay prices that they like automatically generate, and they had generated a $19.61 price for this one, which I was gonna list it for $20 anyway, so I was like, that works, and someone outright bought it at $19.61, so I wound up with a profit of $14.66 after only being online a couple hours. Favorite kind of sales are the fast ones. Some good sales yesterday. Hoping for some good ones today, especially because I went sourcing yesterday and spent some money. So I just made a sale on Poshmark from my Posher VA. So when someone likes an item, 10 minutes later, it automatically sends a 10% discount with discounted shipping. Yeah, I am working actively trying to get a discount code with Posher VA for anyone who wants to give it a try. It is nice that it's able, I think that one of the nicest features, besides the fact that it can share your closet throughout the day, which is super annoying about Poshmark, it also you can relist, and I've been using that feature a lot, and I've been noticing a lot of new eyes on things, and I'm pretty sure this finally sold because it had been relisted yesterday. This is from the Chico's Travelers line. It's a Chico's size 2, and this is the third item from the Travelers line I've sold. I feel like for me, especially this time of year, I'm gonna consider this a bread and butter item because I have sold every single one of these from this line that I've gotten. So I only had 49 cents into this when I sourced it, and I had it listed for $25. My Posher VA sent out that offer, so after everything, I came out with a profit of $14.79 on this, and this one sold in 19 days, which is the longest it's taken any of the ones I've listed to sell. A second order today from Posher VA. Again, something that was relisted yesterday, and again, someone liked it. Posher VA sent out an offer, and this is a pair of jeans from my collection. So these used to be my jeans, and I didn't know if these would sell, but I did see people listing them, and the brand is Democracy, and they got like a really stretchy waistband. I got these at TJ Maxx, and honestly, I really liked them, but
Daddy's made me putting on a fashion show.
He is or isn't?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so so are you guys gonna pick some clothes out to surprise me with?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you pick
when you're done.
Yeah.
When you're done, open your office door and say I'm done.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna package these and I'll be done. See, I genuinely...
You got a new bin?
I did. From Aunt Lisa.
Is there M?
There is an M.
You got an M bin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I've been busy. Like I said, this was a brand where I didn't know if I wanted to donate or list, but I did see people listing their Democracy jeans online. So typically, like, TJ Maxx brands aren't one that I'm like eager to put online, but like I said, I had this listed for $25. I feel like I bought them for like $30 or $35 maybe at TJ Maxx when I got them brand new. So my Posher VA sent an offer for $22 in discounted shipping. So after fees and everything, I wound up with $15.28 on a pair of my own jeans, and these ones took 58 days to sell. I love when my own stuff sells because that's probably one of the most exciting things about being a reseller. Okay, thank you.
This?
Yeah. I was also going to show them this stuff. We
could
could
show the Mickey Mouse.
Show them the Mickey Mouse? Okay, so this is something I grabbed for myself on Depop. It's like an older, it's not vintage, Mickey Unlimited.
Hi.
But it's like a cropped Mickey Mouse shirt. I thought it would look nice with shorts. Then we got my dad this for Father's Day. It's an Eagles t-shirt, right? We got this one on Depop. And then for Mother's Day, we got my mom this vintage gingerbread shirt, right, on Depop. Should we show them what we got Daddy? Do you think Daddy will watch the video?
Yeah.
It's in that bottom bin if you're gonna get it. We had an eBay sale today from my 99-cent haul. This is Bob Mackie Wearable Art, brand new with tags. I had this listed for $35.
But this for Elise.
Yeah, it's definitely not for Daddy. We'll just hope he doesn't watch the video, okay? Or should we wait till closer to Father's Day to show it?
Pretend it's for Aunt Allie.
Oh, pretend it's for Aunt Allie. Okay. I listed for $35, set an offer on eBay for $28. I was immediately accepted, so I wound up with a profit of $23.77, and this one sold in 7 days.
Well, what's that in the bag?
Scott, if you're watching, just turn it off.
Can I show them?
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to show them the labels so they would know what it was, but yeah, you can show them. So show them the label. It's right here. This little thing right here. So show them that.
No, this is for Aunt Allie.
Say it's Lululemon.
It's Lululemon, and it's for Aunt Allie.
Not for Daddy. Okay. All right, let me...
So these are for the Aunt Allie, and these are like...
We got them on Poshmark.
We got it on Poshmark, and we're going to say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Very exciting order I had come through last night on Depop. So I was at my parents' house last weekend for Passover, and I was going through a bunch of my old stuff, and I finally found something I've been wanting to find, and it's this I used to collect pins as a kid, and I was like, if I found those pins from the 90s, I'm sure I could start listing them. And I started listing them, and the first one I listed sold. It's a Disney pin, which I'm trying to list the Disney ones first. I don't have many, but the last time I was in Disney World was 2000, so I have this Y2K 2000 Tower of Terror Twilight Zone Mickey Mouse pin. Like you can see, it says Disney 2000 on the back. I didn't really know what to list it as because it didn't really have high comps when I looked on eBay. So I listed it for $15, expecting like offers to come in. So I had sent out a bunch of offers on Depop, and someone countered me with an offer for $10.50, and I gladly accepted that. I wound up with $9.50 on this little pin I've had since I was a kid, and this one sold in only 2 days. So I'm hoping that like getting a couple pins up a day will help drive in revenue, because they're smaller purchases, and I feel like with the economy right now, I should also make sure I'm focusing on like the smaller purchases that people are more willing to make in this environment. I was literally about to head to the post office and realized we had an eBay sale come through.
Ice cream.
So this was my mother-in-law's. It was so hard to photograph. I'm so glad I had a stock photo I was able to find. It's a Calvin Klein jumpsuit. It's like one shoulder. It's got wide leg. It's pockets. So hard to photograph. Really wish I had a mannequin, because that would have made this so much easier. So I had this listed for $50. Someone last night was messaging me on eBay with like some questions that I was answering, and I wound up sending her an offer for $42, and she accepted my $42 offer. And since I have no money into this, I wound up with a profit of $33.65, and this one sold on eBay in 16 days. I had a really good sale come in today. Actually, this is another item that my mother-in-law gave me. But what's really cool about this is I just watched a video from a creator. You know what? I'll link her video down below because I thought it was really beneficial as a reseller. But it basically was about how to maximize factor stacking, which is when you take like 2 different factors of a clothing item and you can build them together to like create the best listing. And she talked a lot about how tiered and maxi is doing really well right now. And I just happened to have this dress that my mother-in-law had given me listed, and it had the words tiered maxi dress in the listing, and it sold for its full asking price. Like I didn't have to send out an offer. I had this listed for $26, and let me show you the brand. Croft & Barrow. Not the biggest selling brand, however, it's a tiered maxi dress. It was new with tags. It has this like eyelet detail. It's white, perfect for summer. So I think this had everything going for it, that even though it wasn't that great brand, it still sold for its full asking price, which was super exciting. I wound up with a profit of $20.79, and this one sold in only 33 days. Factor stacking, gotta get better at it. I surprisingly had another full price sale come through today, which I feel like is very rare, but this one was on Poshmark, which I feel like is even more uncommon. I feel like I never get full price sales on Poshmark, but this is an item from my personal collection. I bought this in, I want to say 2015, for a trip I was going on, and I used it on that trip, and I really haven't used it since. It's super cute. I just haven't had a need for it. That trip involved a lot of travel and hiking and stuff. That's why I originally got it, and I just was like, it was one of the first things I wound up listing. It's had a lot of interest, especially on Depop. Yeah, it came through as a full price offer. I had it listed for $22 with a profit of $17.60, and I definitely maybe paid $15 for this back in the day. So this was really exciting. This one took 61 days to sell. However, I think yesterday I had just relisted it. I had just relisted it through Poshmark VA on Poshmark, and I think that's got more eyes on it, and that's why it was able to sell like it did. I just had a sale. That was one of those items that had me sweating a little, and it's a dress. So this dress is from Urban Outfitters. I've never sourced Urban Outfitters before. However, I bought this dress for myself at Goodwill. However, my chest didn't fit in the dress. Let's put it that way. I just thought this was the cutest. Like, look at the smocking and the pattern. It's so cute, but this area did not fit. And I was really annoyed because I had spent $7.99 on this, and I was like, ugh, what are the chances someone's even gonna wanna buy it? Like, I know Urban Outfitters doesn't flip very well. Most people recommend not picking it up. It is a line dress. It is, oh, it's 100% viscose with a polyester lining. So it's a really, really nice dress. And like I said, I bought it for myself and it didn't fit. And I was just so bummed. So I was like, okay, at this rate, I just hope I make my money back. So I listed it for $22. It's had some likes here and there, but nothing, no real movement. And then today on Mercari, I got an $18 offer. I don't think I could have accepted that faster. So this was listed for 36 days, and I actually wound up with a profit of $7.68 on this, which I'm very, very grateful for that. Okay, ending the week with probably my most exciting sale. It came in like literally I was lying in bed last night. This is a pair of pants that I had gotten off the new rack coming in at Goodwill. It's from the brand Cut From The Cloth, which I had only heard about from watching reselling content on YouTube. When I tell you, these are the, if these were my size, I would have certainly kept them. These are, so the fabric tag had been removed, so I was able to like look them up. They are a size 4, so I had a feeling it would be a slower seller, but when I looked them up online, they're 100% lyocell, which is why they are so unbelievably lightweight. They're a wide leg crop, which is very on style. These retail for a lot. I really was looking up like comps and like what they were selling for. I listed them for $45. I had paid $6.99 for them, which it's a bit. And I have had a lot of interest in them, lots of liking, and I wasn't seeing any of the sales come through, and I was like, maybe I have them marked too high. So I sent offers and I wouldn't hear back. And then yesterday they were relisted by Poshmark VA, and someone paid full price for them on Poshmark. So someone paid $45 for these last night, and I wound up with a profit of $21.01, which is incredible. And these took 46 days to sell, but for almost $30 in profit, 100% worth it. Could not be more excited. Again, these are, I'm gonna keep an eye out for these in my size for sure, because these are just, wow. And you know, I had been at a yard sale a few weeks ago where I had seen a pair of jeans that were cut from the cloth, and I was like, oh, I'm not even gonna get them. Like, I have these pants sitting that people seem to not want to buy, and now I'm like, huh, should I have gotten those jeans? But you can't go back in the past. So now I can talk about all the totals for the week. So for the week, I sold a total of 16 items. My sales for all the items came out to $446.61, and my profit on those items was $273.67. So I'm really happy with those numbers. I had 6 Poshmark sales, which is the most Poshmark sales I've had in a long time, and it's 100% because I'm intentionally relisting items every single day, and I'm seeing such a increase in that. Like Poshmark VA, like I didn't know if it was gonna be worth it. I think I'd pay $25 a month for it, but I'm definitely seeing like the value. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eBay sales. Again, eBay seems to be doing well. 2 Mercari, 2 Depop, and no Curtsy. And for the month of April right now, my sales are $1,059.76 with a profit of $657.74. And for the year, my sales are $2,743.68 with a profit of $1,786.74. Having so much fun with this business. Let me know, are you guys seeing slow sales, medium sales, high sales? I feel like, considering I started this mid-February, I could not be more happy with these numbers. There are the slower days that make me panic. Overall, this has brought a lot of joy and value, I feel like, to my life overall.